This is written on a signboard near the Magnetic Hill in Ladakh, India. Magnetic Hill is a gravity hill located near Leh in Ladakh. It is 7.5 kilometers southeast of Nimmo and 26.5 kilometers west of Leh on the Srinagar-Ladakh road. This mysterious hill is a source of amazement to locals and tourists alike. Why, you ask? Well, because it defies the laws of physics. Now, generally, if you drop something down from a certain height, it is going to fall downwards. That's just basic gravitational force in action. But what if we tell you that this hill defies this law, where instead of going down, things actually go uphill? Sounds like magic? Don't worry, science has all the answers, and let's see what actually happens here. But before going ahead with the scientific explanation, let's see first what the locals seem to believe. Villagers in Ladakh believe that this road once led to heaven. Deserving members would automatically be pulled there, whereas those who are undeserving could never find their way to it. And now this road is linked with that ancient theory. Safe to say, as fascinating as that story is, it's probably not true. Scientists have come up with two possible hypotheses behind this phenomena. Now, the most common one is that the hill has a strong magnetic force, which is why it pulls vehicles in the vicinity. So strong is this magnetic force that planes of the Indian Air Force avoid this route so that they don't face magnetic interference on their devices. The strange occurrence on the Leh-Kargil highway has been experienced and testified by travelers from across the world. Varghese Khan, a traveler in his vlog, writes that, "I was there on my Royal Enfield and upon reaching here, I brought the speed to a bare minimum. So I don't have to put my feet down and then turned off ignition, and yet the motorcycle continued to move." To check this theory, students of the Rajasthan Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jaipur, conducted an experiment around the hills. They checked the various parts of the hills, and in research, they concluded that the magnitude of the general magnetic field of Earth varies between 25 microteslas to 65 microteslas, and the hill showed a magnetic value of 60 microteslas. But this is not enough to generate such force that can move vehicles as heavy as 2 tons. Now, the second explanation is that of an optical illusion. That is, you are either seeing something that is not there at all, or you see things differently than how they physically are. Out of the numerous optical illusions recorded, there is one of Gravity Hill, where the layout of the surrounding land produces an optical illusion, making a slight downhill slope appear to be going uphill. Thus, a car left out of gear will appear to be rolling uphill against the gravity. In fact, there are actually multiple such instances recognized worldwide. There are even rivers that appear to be defying gravity and flowing uphill, which is again an optical illusion because the water is in fact flowing downhill. Tulsi Shyam in Gujarat, Electric Bree in Scotland, and Gansu in China are just a few examples of such places. The most important factor contributing to the illusion is a completely or mostly obstructed horizon. Without a horizon, it becomes difficult for a person to judge the slope of a surface as a reliable reference is missing. Objects that one would normally assume to be more or less perpendicular to the ground, such as trees, maybe leaning, offsets the visual reference. The illusion is similar to Ames' room, in which objects can also appear to roll against gravity. A 2003 study looked into how absence of a horizon can skew the perspective on gravity hills by recreating several anti-gravity places in the lab to see how volunteers would react. In conclusion, researchers from the universities of Padova and Pavia in Italy found that without a true horizon in sight, the human brain could be tricked into misjudging the topology of a terrain. So, what do you think is actually happening? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.